Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Talking Movies. My name is Josh.
I don't want to jump ahead. I don't want to jump ahead.
That's YouTube. I'm Chris.
I'm Clay.
I'm Randall. I didn't have nothing this time.
That won't do it.
God damn it. There we go. Sorry.
All right, are you done? Are you ready?
I am. Yes. I was trying to get to something that I had written down.
He's watching
just
another
wasn't working.
podcast on a podcast.
He's obviously wants to be here real bad. I'm glad you joined us. Anyways,
He's doing two at a time. He does too many.
Right. You just double fisting all day.
Y'all got jokes that are making me want to say real nasty stuff.
Well, this is my pick this week. This is David Fincher's Panic Room from 2002.
What we want is in that room. What is he doing? They're locking us in.
Yeah, so this is a one I had not seen in a very long time. I think most of us are pretty big David Fincher fans.
Yeah.
But this is an old one. I remember seeing this in the theater with my dad way back in the day, maybe watching it on VHS, DVD a couple of times, but kind of gets buried in the stack when he's such a big, director. He's done a lot of great stuff. Synopsis, pretty simple thriller. It's like Hitchcockian thriller, like lady and her daughter. She's recently divorced, got a bunch of money from her shitty husband, and buys this house. I mean, it starts off pretty quick. You don't get much. It goes right into the plot. Like, she's looking at the house, buys the house, and then you see the panic room in the house, and then like within 5 minutes they're moved in, and there's someone breaking into the house, and
He's burgled.
and then you've got Jared Leto in cornrows, and it goes from there.
Well, I can't stand Jared Leto.
I
But
know.
I'll say this, dude. Between this role and Joker, maybe I'm changing my mind.
And Joker,
I like
those
his
are the
Joker,
two good
dude.
ones.
I love his Joker, dude. I
Oh my
unironically love his Joker.
I thought that's the ones you
So
pick.
obnoxious.
Wow.
Oh, dude, that's kind of why I like it, dude. It's so bad. I'm like, this is so terrible, and it's a dumpster fire that I couldn't look away from. But yeah,
Jared Leto. We'll talk about Jared Leto for sure. Yeah, I mean, it's really just a thriller. Like, these guys are breaking into the house because there's something in the panic room, some money in the panic room that they want. Of course, the Jodie Foster and Kristen Stewart, they are in the panic room, so they're trying to break in and get the money. So it just kind of goes from there. Yeah,
wasn't that Dwight Yoakam with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
He's the best person in the whole movie.
the best person. I don't know. If
No,
I would say
okay.
best.
Define best.
The
Yeah.
most entertaining person in the movie that
Yeah.
did the most and made me feel the most was him. Everybody else was incredibly boring. But
Yeah.
I've
I
seen
always
this
like
movie a
Dwight
bunch of
Yoakam
times.
in movies. He's always like an unusual character. You're
Correct.
Like, hey, that's Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in that one with Jason Statham?
Yeah, Crank or Crash.
Great, yeah, dude.
Crank.
Let's go. Let's just do a whole row of Dwight
He's his
Yoakam
doctor.
movies, dude.
Sling
Oh, yeah.
Blade, and
Oh man, yeah.
he's an interesting guy.
Shout out Dwight Yoakam. It's hilarious.
Isn't he a musician?
Yeah.
Like,
Country
yeah.
music. Yeah.
Yeah. So weird. It's really weird how many musicians David Fincher puts in his movies. If you look, there's quite a few. Even Jared Leto. Was 30 Seconds to Mars before or after this?
We
I
called
honestly
him
don't know.
Man, 30 Seconds to Mars has been around since I was in high school, bro.
They have
Really?
been around a long time, but I
Yeah.
want to say he was acting first. I mean, he might have had the band, and I don't think they released anything until after he kind of became an actor. That's the way I always kind of thought it was, but
Might be. Might be.
I just remember this girl that I liked used to like that band a lot, and so I listened to them and I was like, but why?
yeah. I feel like I knew who Jared Leto was, and then found the band and was like, oh, this is that guy from Fight Club.
Oh yeah, I think you're right actually. I think he was already
Right.
fairly famous when they broke.
Like
That actually tracks. That makes sense. Yeah.
Requiem
Shout
for a
out Fight Club.
Dream and Flight Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is right after Fight Club. I think this is the movie he made after.
Okay.
So makes sense. Um so
He is 54. I didn't realize he was that old.
oh
Yeah.
man, yeah.
He's immortal, so yeah, he
Yeah,
still looks.
well, he is the living vampire.
I was gonna say he's Jesus, apparently, according to his fan club.
He certainly thinks he is.
Yeah.
Open that door right there for you, Josh. Glad you walked on in.
Oh man.
Yes.
I hate him just as much as you do. For sure.
He's a
Um,
hateable character in this movie.
Well, I think he's actually honestly really good in this movie because he's so hateable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought this is one of the roles where I appreciated his acting in it because I was like, yeah, I can kind of see this. I bet he acts like this when he was young.
Yeah, my review on Letterboxd was like,
In
I
high
don't think
school.
they told Jared Leto he was in a movie. He just walked on set.
He was just hanging out, and that's how he acts.
Right.
Yo, braid his hair back, dude. Let's
Just a
let this
piece
fool
of
hang out on
shit.
set.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
That's funny, bro.
yeah. I don't know. You just said that you thought all the characters were really boring. I was really impressed with this time. It had been a while. And
Really?
I thought it was really good. Yeah. I mean, it's a really simple thriller, but it's
Sure.
just like really well done. Like that's all the details and stuff, the way that it's set up. It's like watching a Hitchcock movie. It just like gives you every little piece of the puzzle, and then you slowly just go through and see how it all fits together. And I just kind
Yeah,
of enjoy the ride.
I had forgot about all like the camera work and stuff, all the house fly throughs, and I forget there's one where like they go through the kitchen and it goes through like a coffee cup or something like that.
Right,
Like, oh
like-
damn, like how'd they do that? Does a
So
lot of that.
That house is incredible too. So all the
Yeah.
camera stuff in the house is like, man, it's jaw dropping.
right. So go ahead, Randy. Get
No,
your
I'm
thoughts
just
out.
Yeah.
laughing because I'm just
You're-
sitting here going, dude, I keep forgetting how much we don't watch movies the same. And then when we have a conversation like this, and I go, yeah, I don't give a shit about any of that. None of that stuff mattered to me at all.
You
All I
didn't think
remember
the
was
house
the
was
bad.
cool? Like it's
I don't
like a
give a shit about that house. That's a big rich
freaking-
white person house, man. I don't give a fuck about a house like that. But like,
I mean, you may never be in one though. It's kind of
that's
like,
true.
hey,
No, I mean,
got the free tour.
there's another movie coming out that has a house that reminded me of this movie. Actually, I saw the trailer today that I was like, oh, that house is insane. Yes, the house is crazy, but like, I just
Yeah, I
kept
get you.
seeing like, I don't know. I just didn't. A lot of the characters weren't believable to me, and then there was like really bad CGI that I didn't remember being in this movie that was like all over it. Like it was just like little random things that I was like, why'd they do that? They didn't have to do that. There was like at one point there was like a weird smoke thing, and it wasn't with the gas thing. It was something else. There was like a weird
Mhm.
smoke thing that like, oh, it was on Jared Leto. He was like
Oh.
smoking after he got burned, and I'm like, why'd you do that?
Yeah,
Like
that's
doesn't make
funny.
sense.
Well,
Whatever. It's just little shit that bothers me, but like whatever.
I thought you
It wasn't
loved
like a
bad
bad
CGI.
movie. Do what?
I thought you loved bad CGI.
Yeah, when it's like I do like bad CGI when a movie is wrapped around bad CGI.
Mhm.
But this felt
Like
like it was real
RoboCop or
unnecessary.
RoboCop's pretty practical. So I was gonna say one of my points was gonna be that for a 2002, the CGI in this movie is pretty good. Like it's pretty well used for the most part. Like it's like you can tell when it's used, but for its time, if like you watch just about any other 2002 movie, it looks much worse. Like he's using it as a tool to tell the story. I thought it worked pretty well. And it blends in and out. Like you can see like how the shot will like move out of something real into like a CGI shot for a moment and then like blend right back into a real shot. And I just thought that it worked well.
No, you're probably right about that. That's
Yeah, I
just not
didn't.
the stuff that I noticed. It's the stuff, and that's
It's
what that makes it better, right? That I
it's
didn't notice it, but like the
right.
stuff I noticed, I was just look. I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't really care, but I was just
Yeah.
sitting in here and I kept being like, "Huh, weird choice." Like I don't know why they did that, or oh, that looks terrible. There was a few
Well,
things that looked really, really bad. That
you
just
can just this is the way that David Fincher makes movies now, except now the CGI is so good you can't tell what's
yeah,
real and what's not. Like he'll go through like you'll be watching something and think it's completely real. And some of the BTS footage I've watched for some of his more recent movies is like, oh no, that entire thing is a set. Like none of that is, but he uses it
that's
in like
cool.
backgrounds and like in little details and stuff. So you're not going to see it as
Like
much.
enhancements versus entire.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. So
I
this
mean,
is
this is
like,
just a learning curve for him then. So
right.
you
It's,
know,
yeah, it's just learning new tools and it's the technology of the time that he had. So there's actually a really coul like, well, I wouldn't say cool, really interesting backstory to this. It's, it was a kind of a nightmare of a movie to make, apparently. And it feels like that I don't think you feel that. It feels pretty like, structured and
It's
well
nice.
made
Yeah.
and like, it doesn't feel like chaos, but behind the scenes, it was pretty crazy. So yeah, this was right after Fight Club, which was a huge movie, lots of locations and like big, difficult movie to make, right? I don't know if you guys remember, but Fight Club was pretty much a bomb at the time.
oh
Like it was
really?
very expensive movie and didn't make any money. Like it was pretty, people didn't like it very much at
Huh.
the time. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So Fincher was really like, well, I'm just gonna let's pare back. Let's do something, really contained, that I can control, set it all in one house and just, I can just try and, just practice my skill and do something commercial. And this was a pretty commercial movie, I think. Um Original casting for this movie was not Jodie Foster. It was Nicole Kidman, who in fact shot almost 3 weeks on this movie.
Damn.
Um, so I believe she did Moulin Rouge right before this.
Mhm.
Apparently, she injured herself dancing on Moulin Rouge and did not know it, like it was like a fracture or something. So she's doing all these crazy scenes running up and down stairs and stuff, and it's like re-injured herself.
No.
So they go through all this process and she's out. Like they can't use her anymore. So they have to recast. Well, the way that this movie was made was everything was pre-visualized. Every shot, the entire house was built for these very specific shots. The camera has to be exactly where it is to make all of this stuff work.
Right.
So he hires Jodie Foster. She's like significantly shorter than
Yeah, I was gonna say she's like 4 foot
than
nine
Nicole
compared to
Kidman.
like 5'9".
So all the framing of these shots that they can't move, she's like down here in the bottom of the frame. So everything, they had to put her on like Apple boxes for like most of the shots.
That's crazy.
So there's other stuff too. In the Jodie Foster ended up finding out she was pregnant in the middle of the shoot, so they were like had to shoot her like in sweaters and stuff. And then they get to the end of the shoot and the studio's like, we don't like all these sweaters, so they made him go back and reshoot all this
Oh wow.
after she gave birth.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was just like a huge like crazy like,
Dude, I want to see the
horrible.
Kidman cut because I feel like I would like that better.
It would suck to
Yes.
have to throw away your work 2 times and start all over. I'd be like,
For
Right.
real.
Yeah.
So
sucks.
do you like just not like Jodie Foster,
I
Randy?
do not like Jodie Foster. I don't like her at all. I don't like her face. I don't like her voice.
I'm not a huge fan of hers either. It's
Yeah.
just something. I mean, I have a few other kind of like irrational dislikes.
She runs funny.
But she's one of them too. Like she's a fine actress. I don't think there's anything wrong with her, but
Right.
I don't know, just something about her isn't
Right.
I don't know, just kind of rubs me the wrong way a little bit. She's perfectly fine in this, but but generally, something kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, it's interesting because I don't even really know what it is either. I just think I think I just don't really get what I want out of a performance from that particular person, and I don't know that she's objectively bad at all. I think it's just my personal tastes don't go that direction. Um, Whereas someone like Nicole Kidman, as soon as you said that, I was thinking like, that would have made this movie like 10 times better. Which in reality, would it have?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not. It may have been worse, but I would probably like it better with Nicole Kidman. I've always thought she was a gorgeous woman, and she's fine. She's decent enough actor.
Yeah, she's a good actress.
What about the one where she was on the boat and
Love that movie. Love
that,
that movie.
like that was kind of a thriller where she was being chased and stuff. And
In the boat. What is that movie?
Yeah, she's real young. Dude got red curly hair in that movie still.
golly, what's the name of that movie? I gotta
I
look
don't
it
know
up.
that one.
That's an early Nicole Kidman, dude. She's still just like she's like 22 in that movie. She's young, young.
Yeah. I think it would be a very different dynamic with that
Right?
movie.
It does feel like it'd be a completely different movie, huh?
Yeah, but it does I think make more sense because like she's Nicole Kidman is like a little bit more of a trophy wife, which is kind of like what this story I think
Dude,
is supposed to
I was
be.
gonna bring that up. The husband didn't make any sense in this movie at all. He's old as dirt. He's ugly as sin. But
Yeah.
Jodie
Yeah.
Foster is not somebody that I think is pretty. Yes, what's it
Dead
called?
Calm. Dead
Dead Calm.
Calm.
Yeah, that
Dead
movie's
Calm.
awesome,
Oh,
dude.
I've never seen that.
That's a good movie. I
Golly,
watched it
that might
recently,
be a
actually.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's a good point, Josh. Nicole Kidman is more of a trophy wife, and I think she plays Jodie Foster's too strong for this role.
Hmm.
Nicole Kidman is more of a scared damsel in distress, whereas Jodie Foster, she's freaking Jodie Foster, dude. Like, look at her resume, and I'm like, wow, I can't see her being scared of this dude like to that degree. I feel like she'd have had a gun in the house, honestly. Like, I would have, to me, it just didn't make the same sense. But
Yeah,
you
I kind
telling
of
me
think
that.
I kind of
You
think
know,
Silence of the Lambs.
Right. And so, but you telling me about that makes me not like the movie more, but I understand it more. And that
Right.
definitely changes things, And I thought, Kristen Stewart was pretty good in it. But I didn't think Forrest Whitaker was very good in it. I didn't believe him at all.
Really?
And
He
I
was
think he's
fine
a
to me.
great actor, dude. I think he's awesome. But like, he's not a criminal. He's just not like he doesn't come off like a criminal. He
Well,
doesn't.
That's kind of the
that was
point.
the yeah, that was the point. Like he
I
was
guess, man, it just,
pulled into it just because
except that like,
they mentioned it
I
real
don't know, man.
quick.
I
He
just
made
don't.
he
It
made
didn't
the
feel right.
yeah,
He's
he
he,
made
he's the
the panic
installer. He
rooms.
installs
Yeah.
the panic rooms. Yeah.
And they
He
said
just
it
wants
at
some
one
money.
point. Yeah, like he's going through something. I forget exactly what it was, daughter or something or
Yeah, it's kind of vague, I think, but it's something
something.
with his family. Like he's
So
desperate. He just needs money.
Yeah.
like
I
I
mean,
did
I
think it
know that
was
part of the dialogue. I just didn't. It just wasn't. It just didn't seem right to me. Like something seemed off about it. I'm just so used to seeing him as a cop, I guess, or like a or Ghost Dog, even like just different.
Hmm.
It just doesn't. Yeah,
But
I don't
yeah,
know. Maybe
he's
I just wasn't
very
in the mood. I don't know.
likable. It's and he is through the whole movie. Like
yeah.
he's the one that you
He's the
actually
rational one. He is the rational one. And yeah, like he what was I gonna say? He shit. I was gonna say something. Oh, like at the beginning, like he didn't want to do it. He almost walked out.
right.
Yeah,
The
And
whole
Yeah.
time
they
he's
kind of
like
pulled
trying
him
to
back
back out.
in. And I
Yeah.
always thought it was a little weird that like he kind of just went, okay, I'm freaking in now. Like he
Yeah, I thought that was a little odd too.
I think he took
It's
it
like,
at like way further than his initial, you know, lines in the movie really gave off. That I mean,
that's kind of what
he
I'm saying. It just didn't make sense. But
yeah he
whatever though. Like, I'm nitpicking a movie. I don't really know why. I've
yeah
seen this movie multiple times, but it's not like I was, unaware of what this movie was about and who was in it.
Yeah.
I just thought I was gonna really enjoy it, and so I was like kind of stoked to watch it. And then I watched it, and I was like, "What was that, man? That's some fucking
I
nothing
mean,
burger, man." Like I
Huh.
just didn't get anything out of it, I guess.
to your point on Jodie Foster, she was in True Detective, right? She's the cop in True
yep.
Detective, so she is sort of an enforcing
Yeah, she's a hard
character
ass. Yeah, she plays
there.
a hard ass.
Right.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
I thought Kristen
I
Stewart
like
did a good job though. Like for real, as like a little kid. I thought she did great playing real
yeah.
sick and having to, deal with
yeah
this like sickness thing she had going on. I don't know
Hmm.
what it was that she had, but whatever it
Type
was.
type one
diabetes.
Oh,
diabetes.
it was diabetes. Okay, I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if that's what it was. I must have
Insulin
missed that part.
shots. Yeah.
But Yeah, I thought she did a good job with that, and I really liked when Buddy got his hand stuck in the door because
Oh
he's like
yeah.
screaming, and then she kicks the door, and he's like ah, and I'm like that would really hurt if she kicked the door like that,
Mm,
and I thought that was a really smart decision to put that in the movie. I thought that made
As
him more angry. It made him very much like a short fuse. You didn't know what was going to happen with him.
right.
Uh, and then putting them in
as
the
soon
room
as
with
you
her was good. There
sorry.
was good parts.
As soon as you saw the lasers at the beginning, you were like, "Oh yeah, something bad's gonna happen."
Yeah.
That was like, that door's gonna mess somebody up.
Well,
Right.
there's only two lasers, like one at the top and the bottom. So if you don't put your whole body in front of it, then your hand is
The
getting
elevator
smashed.
door, the
Yeah.
elevator door chops your arm off. Yeah.
Right.
I really liked the switcheroo. I remember the first time I saw it, that surprised me that they were in the room with her. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I mean, obviously, I knew it was going to happen this time, but like, I
Hmm.
was like, "All right." And then Dwight Yoakam's screaming, and I was like, "Oh, that's the only reason that girl's still alive because his hand was caught in that door because he definitely would have killed her had his hand not got stuck in the door because he would have been pissed off he was in there. But he's dealing with an injury, and that was smart writing, I guess. Yeah, I don't like hate the movie. I don't know, man. There's maybe I've just been tired. I don't know. I
You're
watched a
not
lot of movies this week and I didn't really have the same experience with any other film. So I don't know if it's just me or what, but
you're not really a big Fincher fan, are you?
no, not really,
Yeah, you're
man.
I
kind
know-
of
Like I was looking at it. That's what I was trying to pull up when you were talking and my phone kept going off as I was looking,
You
trying
like
to get into Google
Zodiac?
so I could
and
look
you
up
like
his stuff.
Seven and Zodiac and
I
like
like
the
Seven. I like Zodiac. I
Fight
like
Club.
Gone Girl to the degree, but I prefer the
Prisoners,
book.
Person is Villeneuve.
I actually
Film. Sorry.
think that Gone Girl, the movie Gone Girl, is better than the book. Personally, I've read both. I've read it as well, but
Yeah, I
I
mean,
love that movie.
I prefer the book, but not. I mean, it's not by like a giant margin or anything. I just like the book better. Maybe because I read the book before I watched the movie. That might be why.
I did
Because I
too.
did. I read it like a couple of times before the movie came out.
That'll do it
There's
to
a
you.
few movies that I read the book and then the movie came out. I was like, oh, that's cool. I had no idea that was coming. Yeah, I like Seven. I don't really care about Fight Club. Social Network is.
Oh,
The
that's a
Killer
great
was a
movie.
big fat turd. What's up?
I said Social Network's a great movie.
Yeah, sure.
So how does this rank on the list of stuff? I keep wanting to call this movie Contact because it's got Jodie Foster in it or whatever.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call it Contact. But so how does this movie Panic Room
For me,
rank up to all the other Finchers?
I mean,
Yeah. We're
it has to be low on the Fincher list still.
on the Fincher scale.
But I
Fincher
mean,
hater.
like most of his movies are like 4.5, 5 stars to me, like almost all of them.
Yeah.
Did he do Alien 3?
Yeah.
He sure did. That's his first movie.
No shit.
He completely disowns it.
And that's the only one I
I just
haven't
didn't know
seen.
that. That's cool.
You've never seen that?
No.
What?
It's
Always-
not. It's not as bad as people say. I
No,
actually
dude,
like,
I
like
almost
that
said I
movie.
liked it, but I didn't want Josh to tell me I was an
I've-
idiot.
No.
Yeah,
I like it.
I've heard that too, but I'll almost watched it like a couple of weeks ago for Halloween. I think it's on Hulu or
Almost-
something.
Wait,
I
so
almost-
I
have
almost
you
bought it because I was like, oh, it's Fincher. I was like, no, no.
so have you
Settle
never
down.
seen Alien Resurrection?
I don't know if I saw that one.
Because that one is batshit crazy. You
Okay,
should
I don't-
really watch that.
I don't know if I've
thought
seen
I like
Covenant
that movie
was
too.
crazy.
I like most of the Alien movies, dude. There's only a couple
Yeah.
that I don't like. I rewatched them a couple years back and was like, oh, dude, these are all pretty good. There's a couple that are like kind of boring, but everything's pretty solid. I mean,
Yeah.
I couldn't make an Alien movie. I feel like I could make Panic Room, but I'm kidding. Like, just
For sure. Yeah. Right.
yeah, I got a cell phone and a couple of people in a fucking what do you call those things? The rooms that you get locked in. You got to figure out your way out. Let
An
me get-
escape
let me-
room.
Yeah, let me get
Escape
an
room.
escape room and like a cheap like hooker hotel. We'll get it. We'll get it done.
If I had a panic room, I'd probably never leave. I'd just sit
Dude,
in there and
I
Close
thought
the door
of
I'd
you.
sleep peacefully. It'd be quiet. There'd
Your
be no
PlayStation.
rumblings outside.
Nobody could call you. Nobody could. Weather wouldn't bother you at all. You'd be in this like tomb of steel and concrete.
Hermetically
Ooh,
sealed.
That does sound kind of nice.
Oh, I would get claustrophobic.
Yeah, I'm
in there
down.
I
real
am
fast.
claustrophobic, and this is one of the problems I have on airplanes. Actually, I get very, very uncomfortable about an hour and in. I'm like, I start moving around. The people next to me, I feel bad for them. I can't not sit still. I have to get up every time I'm on a plane. It sucks because I also have to sit next to the window because if I don't, I have a full on like The first time I flew, I was like, oh, I'll sit aisle. I think that would be better for me. Even Krista was like, I don't know. I think you need to sit next to a window. And I was like, that feels so cramped. But in reality, it's the window gives me this feeling of like openness.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whereas sitting in the aisle, I'm like, oh, there's freaking people everywhere,
Yeah, I
man.
hate the aisle.
Yeah, dude, no more aisle for me, bro. I will pay
No.
extra and sit by a window, dude. Like,
Yeah.
no thanks,
I
man.
hate
Yep.
flying. I don't just hearing you talk about flying gives me anxiety. I'm just like, ah.
It's not fun, man. It's the least fun part of all this stuff I'm doing now, and it sucks, man. But I would definitely do an airplane panic room. I'd be like, ah, kadoosh,
Yeah, if you
kaboosh,
could just have a
in a
separate
toilet
room.
room. Just,
Yeah, that would be good.
dude, I want to rewatch this one in a couple of months, see if I like it better. I think I might have been in a bad mood,
I
and I
don't
don't
know,
remember
man.
being in a bad mood, but
This is just the kind of thriller that I wish they would make like a couple of these every year. Like it's just a solid, like
they
good.
do. They're all on Prime or Hulu
The,
or Tubi, and they all star Nick Cage.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, I saw
I
Nick
mean,
Cage
I
was like two
mean,
new movies out. I had no idea they were
I
even
mean,
coming.
good movies.
Oh, okay. That's a good step. That's a fair stipulation, sir.
Well, here's the thing, like, this the plot of this movie is not what makes it special. It is like, at least for me, it's all in the execution. It is like
Yeah.
how it's told, the people in it, it's the little details that make it good and interesting.
That
So,
that actually makes sense because that's
yeah.
not what I look for in movies. Like I don't look for that kind of stuff typically. So like I'm starting to figure out kind of why I didn't like it. It's not that it's bad. I just wasn't my cup of tea because it's just a mid movie to me. Like all the stuff you look for, I
Yeah.
don't even notice most of it. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, I'm starting to a little bit. I watched some Korean stuff recently. I was like, man, I love the way that they're shooting this. But like that's a
Mhm.
rare way for me to think, man. I rarely think, what a shot. I almost never think that. So when I do, I feel like it's kind of spectacular, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just like that it looks good. It's just like how he's revealing the information to you step by step. Like, oh, you're just getting these little crumbs that add up to something more. I don't know. I find it.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
agree.
guys were just kind of like all mid on the movie?
No, I liked it. Oh, that was
Okay.
I
awesome.
liked it. I think it's good. I love the fact that it's Fincher and I can kind of look at it and say, well, this is him developing certain ideas and styles. It's a very like concise movie too. I was never bored. I mean, it
Yeah.
keeps clipping right along. It looks good. It's pretty sleek. I like the setting. I don't mind Jodie Foster at all. I actually used to think she was pretty hot. Yes, she runs funny. I can't remember what movie it is, but she just swings her legs way out like a chicken when she runs. But other
I'm
than
never gonna
that,
not see that now.
I mean,
other than that,
a lot of
she's
women
awesome.
don't know how to run, right? Let's be honest.
That's
Let's be
ridiculous.
I'm all about
honest.
sports. So anyway, but yeah, man. I mean, I think it's a good movie. I think it's a good add to the collection too. So you
Yeah.
know,
Dude,
It's just it's like this is just a solid like 4-star movie to me. Like I could throw this on and just get sucked into it anytime. Like,
I think I figured out what happened to me when I watched this movie. I just realized I pulled up this. I was looking for another movie to talk about in a minute, and I pulled up the like the search app that I use to tell me what movies are where, and it pulled up. I watched Born Identity, then Panic Room, and then the Born Supremacy, and I was just like, Panic Room is all right, I guess. And I'm in the middle of watching the freaking Bourne trilogy. I'm like, did I
yeah.
ruin Panic Room for myself? Because it is not on that same level, like in any way, shape, or form to me. At least to me. I don't know how you feel about
totally
Bourne.
Well, as
different
far as
vibes.
ADD Brandy Brain goes, like it's like those are like fast-paced action movies. This is
Yeah.
a little bit.
I would say they're fairly equal, but yeah, there's a lot more going on in born movies, so I mean it makes sense.
Yeah, well, I just realized that when I watched these, I watched them like because I watched one with Carissa, then I watched Panic Room by myself, and then the next day I watched that other Bourne with Carissa again, and I was like, that's got to be why I was so like just kind of ugh on the movie because it didn't excite me at all because I'm
No, Matt
watching Matt
Damon.
Damon beat the shit out of everybody for 2 hours. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Those
I
are great
love those
movies.
movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
those are
enjoy
great.
them a lot.
Yeah, but yeah, I like the movie too. Yeah, like you said, Fincher really like, he puts all these little things out there, and they all come back for a reason. All these little details he throws in, like you said, like the green laser things, and every little thing kind of comes back around. He likes to tie up all his loose ends, and
Hmm.
I mean, it's good. I mean, not every movie does it does it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's very Hitchcockian. It's like they just got
And
like
you keep saying Hitchcockian, bro. I guess I'm just not smart because I just don't get it. Hitchcockian isn't really. I'm not seeing that. Like, what? Explain to me what you mean by it's
I
Hitchcockian.
mean, it's like Hitchcock does this in almost every movie. Like he puts you in a setting, he gives you all of the little clues that are going to come into play
Hmm.
later,
Okay.
and then you slowly unravel the mystery. It's like he almost all his movies are like contained thrillers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like,
I'm kind of glad you said that because I'm kind of like Hitchcockian, like Rear Window. I've seen that.
yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I think
Vertigo.
there's a pretty
So I was kind of trying to figure out, like, yeah, I guess
like
it's
when they're
like a
looking out at the
room.
courtyard, like trying to signal the guy with the
Mm.
Hmm.
flashlight. That courtyard
That's very
looks exactly
Hitchcocky.
like Rear Window. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
can see that now. And like that setting where you're looking across the yard trying to kind of figure out what's going on in the other place, but you just can't see. Yeah,
mhm.
that's cool. I get it now. There's no
Yeah.
psycho part, but yeah.
Well, it's not, no, I wouldn't
There
call it
should be.
psycho,
We
but
should put her in a shower and let some
Let
crazy
her fight for her life.
just yeah.
Run, Jody.
Don't make her run, dude. I don't want to see that again. Yo, I will say this, dude. My favorite part was Jared Leto's dumbass leaning up against the wall. What is that? He's like leaning and you're like, come on, bro, get away from the wall, dude.
Yeah.
You were there for
he's
35 seconds, dude.
I mean,
Move.
like he's perfect in the role. He honestly is. I hate Jared Leto, but he's perfect in it. He's so annoying. Thank God he dies in like after like 30 minutes because I don't think I could take it for
Dude, when he
two
starts talking
hours.
about, he's like, I'm out. I can't do this. I'll just take the inheritance. And they're like, what? I was
Yeah.
like, oh, dude, shoot that guy right now. Get rid of him.
I love when Forrest Whitaker is like, "Oh, it's funny that we're trying to break into this, and they're like, these rooms are just built to." Like the whole point of these rooms is not to be broken into. And he's like, well, it's also uh ironic and amusing. It's like the way he says everything. He's just trying so hard. Um,
When
like
old
he
buddy's
feels like a
beating his
try
shit.
hard, you
When
know.
dude's beating up the ceiling with that hammer and he's like, you can't, what are you doing with the hammer? And he's just like, stop it. And then he just looks at him and then he starts doing it again. You're like, these freaking idiots, man. I hate criminals, dude. I've hung out with people that behave just like that, dude. Like, I think the statute of limitations are up on this, but like doing I
Here
was
we
doing
go.
something. I'll just say like I was doing something in like circa like 2002, right?
Oh, the
And
year of this movie.
yeah, it probably no, probably was like a year or two later, maybe 2006 or so, maybe, right? And like I had these guys with me, right? And it was like we had a plan, and then they just kept like going against the plan. And I'm like, dude, but the plan was if this and this and this happen, we go this way. If this happens, we can take whatever we want. Well, this and this and this happened, and I was like, grab our shit, let's get out of here. I'm not going to fucking jail over a couple grand. I'm not doing it. And they're like, oh, it could be more than a couple grand. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to jail for 100 grand. I've been to jail. It sucks. I don't want to go back. Why am I doing this to begin with? I guess whatever. But like, yeah, dude, people that just go do it
I,
anyways.
I think I know what story you're talking about too.
Yeah, probably, dude. Fuck people, man.
But
Shout out Zero.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a good movie. I watched it all in one night, which I don't do that
Dude, it's
often.
like a 48-minute movie. It was pretty
Yeah.
short.
Yeah, it's like a hour
Hour
40 or something
Is
like
it
40
an
that.
hour
something.
40? It felt a little shorter than that even.
Yeah, it's
That
like
that was
100
probably my favorite
minutes.
part of it is it zoomed by pretty quick. It didn't
Yeah,
feel
it
like
wasn't.
I wasn't getting bored at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't super long. So yeah, that
yeah,
I don't do that often. So yeah, I watch it all in one one night.
yeah. So I mean, I wish we could just get one of these a year from a good filmmaker. Just some
I'll
good.
take one of these a year.
Hitchcockian.
Doesn't have to
The
be like
Hitchcockian.
some extraordinary, epic movie. They can just make a
Dude,
solid thriller. You know.
just rotate like Steve Zahn, Mel Gibson, Nick Cage. Just throw one
Steve
of those dudes.
Zahn.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Steve's on,
He's
huh?
your first pick too.
Dude, I
He's
love
like,
Steve
Yeah, that
Zahn
was
so much.
first pick.
I mean, why not? You could throw him in like Jared Leto's role.
Yeah,
Or
dude, and
something.
Oh,
and
for
have like
sure.
you got Zahn, you got Nick Cage, you got Mel Gibson in the leads, you got like Matt Dillon in one of them. Dude, come on, put Matt Dillon in one of these. That'd be great.
Yeah, yeah. I mean honestly, that'd be a good way to bring back some of these kind of like
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
man. Let's
washed
do
up
it.
actors that they can still do it. They're just like out of the public
Dude, I'm
spotlight.
changing my mind here, Josh. Let's do Panic Room 2, bro. We can do it. Let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Matt Dillon, here we come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
notice you're not
man.
busy these days.
Yo, we can have him pair up with Christina Applegate again in all of her wrinkly glory.
I love her.
Is she the Jodie Foster role? They're trying
Yeah. Oh. Or no, adult Kristen Stewart is now the mom. Panic Room 2.
Oh wow.
There you
And
go.
Jodie Foster is like an old lady.
Yeah, she's like
in
the
a
neighbor that gets
wheelchair.
blown away at the beginning of the movie.
Oh shit. Mom, and she's
What
just
are
like
these
so
guys
sad.
up to?
Her mom's
Bah!
like, oh my
Oh, dude, let's make it happen, bro. Hell yeah.
god, you can do it. You can do it.
I might have to buy this movie now. Oh, it wasn't quite bad enough for me to own it. Oh.
I love that you bar.
Dude, it
it's just a little
genuinely is,
too
dude.
good for me to buy this.
Dude, I wish I was kidding, dude. But like, I literally look at a movie sometime and go, is this gonna suck or is it gonna be just dog shit? If it's terrible, I gotta have it. But if it's gonna be kind of okay, I'll watch it on Amazon or something. Like,
That's funny.
whatever. Oh, my poor wife. Dude, she's gotten like accustomed to watching like really shitty shot on video like horror movies with like
You know, if you live in in certain circumstances long enough, then you get brainwashed into these
yeah.
things.
So her sincere apology. Oh man.
Anyways, that's pretty much it. I don't think we have much more to say. But
I've raised my rating up to 3.5 stars, Josh. Thank you.
oh, great! I'm glad to hear that. 3.5 is a perfectly solid rating for this movie.
No, I wasn't kidding.
do-
It was like 2.5 when we started. I got up to 3, and then I was like, 3.5, 3.5. Ain't no 4-star movie to me, but it's 3.5.
I really like Forrest Whitaker in it. Like I genuinely
too.
like him, and I love the ending where it just like he has to let go of all the money. It's just
All the bear bonds
flying
are flying around.
Yeah,
I do like Forrest Whitaker, like generally as an actor.
yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna wait a couple of months and just rewatch this again and see if I like it better because there's no telling, man. I just might have had a bad funky mood or something.
Yeah, he
I'm
wasn't
going 4 stars on it.
Yeah,
Same.
I think that's pretty solid. That's about where it belongs. But all right, what else is well, Chris, your pick this week. What are we
All right.
watching?
I got another one I haven't seen in a long time, and I don't recall us ever really talking about it very much. But yeah, I've been wanting to rewatch this, so I figured this is a good chance. The Children of Men.
Dude, this is on my podcast list as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been wanting to rewatch this too. I saw it when it came out and I haven't seen it since.
Same.
Yeah.
I think I owned a Blu-ray, so I might have, or a DVD even. So I might
I
have
just
rewatched
bought
it
the
back then.
Blu-ray.
Did you
I
really?
didn't watch it yet. Yeah, I started it and was like, "Oh,
Perfect.
I'll watch it," and I didn't watch it. So
Yeah. Yeah, so it's
All right.
been a long ass time, and I remember loving the hell out of it. So
I'm gonna preface next week by saying I do not like this movie,
really,
but I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
I love Clive Owen though, so like I'm in this weird spot where I'm like I don't like this movie, but it's been a long time. So let me check. I didn't like the movie. I honestly don't know if I'll like it now or not, but I'm gonna rewatch it. But you said
I mean,
that. I
I
went,
hope you
"Ooh, is
do.
it the one I think it is?" And I looked it up real quick, and I was like, "Ah, crap, it's that
yeah,
one."
I could kind of see this as like when this came out, it was talked about a lot, and film nerds were gushing over it and stuff like that. So I imagine you just probably went, meh, I don't want that.
Almost certainly. So I will give it another shot. I just don't want you to be like blindsided by if I go, "Yeah, I still didn't like it," but I like Clive Owen a lot. Who else is in it? Is anybody else that I know in it?
I know
I
Michael
forget.
Caine's in it.
And
It's the
Julianne
redheaded
Moore.
chick. Yeah,
Julianne Moore is
Moore.
freaking Jodie Foster all over again. Damn it.
Chiwetel
She
Ejiofor.
run
The
funny
redhead.
too. No, I much prefer Julianne Moore over Jodie Foster personally.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I agree.
She does kind of have a just weird vibe.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
I
think
feel like
so
I can
too.
hang out with her and take some mushrooms. It'd be a good time.
Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
She's in Don John, and I always think about her when I think about that. Like when I think about her, I think about that movie. And I don't know, like
Why
you're
is
kind of
that
torn,
the
like
movie you think of?
because you're
Of
kind of
all of
like
the movies.
Scarlett Johansson to Julianne Moore, but then you're like, maybe there's a I don't know. I like
The
the movie a
Joseph
lot.
Gordon-Levitt movie about porn addiction. That's the movie
Yeah,
of all the movies.
Oh
Like,
my dude, and you're
that's the
asking
one,
him
man.
why he thinks of that movie first?
I guess
Like-
I guess as I said that, it all started to click. I don't know.
Like, I didn't even realize what movie you were talking about, and then when you described it, I went, "Oh, that movie's pretty good." Like, I like that movie too. I didn't realize I forgot Julianne Moore was in it though. Now I want to rewatch that one.
She's like the love interest after Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm
That's
on this
right.
big
I saw
Scarlett
that.
Johansson kick, right? So, I'm kind of digging into her catalog, her early catalog a little bit. So I don't
Nice,
know.
nice.
Maybe she was top of mind because of that.
Well, I always think of like the Big Lebowski, so maybe that's why I was thinking of mushrooms because I feel like that character would definitely take some mushrooms and like maybe swing naked from a ceiling fan and paint something, and we would just be like, "Man, remember that day? That was crazy."
Yeah, I was gonna say Magnolia because I just recently watched that.
Dude, it's sitting right here on my like get this watched shelf. And I walked over to it the other day and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch Magnolia. And then I got a bad phone call and I was like, nope, I'll put this back and watch it later. I was like, I am not gonna make myself like watch it in this mood. Like I'll do it
Yeah.
when I'm in a like ready to sit down and watch a very slow drama that I may not
Yes.
like.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't call it
that's
slow, but it is long.
It's not slow. I remember it being real boring.
I think
That's
it's
why I want to rewatch it because I can't really remember. I figured it's time to rewatch it. What was the last? It's PTA, right? So it was one
Yeah.
battle after another that made me want to watch this.
yeah.
Yeah, phew, different movies, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
go. Yep.
Josh is like,
Nice.
I hate Randall sometimes.
Controversial.
I don't know. I would never think of Don John when you said Julianne Moore. That just is just like baffling to me.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's the funniest thing that's happened to me today. Thank you for that.
I'm just like I'm racking my brain through all the Julianne Moore movies, and like I would think of like The Forgotten or something, like the weird like alien movie where her child disappears before I think of
You know,
Don
The Forgotten's okay.
John.
I've watched that.
But of course I'm thinking like Boogie Nights, Magnolia,
Boogie Nights. Yeah.
and Big Lebowski, stuff like that.
There's another one.
Does the word vagina make you feel uncomfortable, Randall?
Not at all. Not at all. Neither does the word penis or sphincter or what's another one? What's another one? What's another one? Like what's the other word that people hate? It's like clammy. Isn't there?
Clitoris? I don't know.
No, I love those. Or I love one of those. There's one that I really like. The other one's not so much. There's one though.
Just the penis? The penis is
Yeah, that one. That's the one that I was. Oh, what? No,
Don't eat your microphone.
Moist. It's not clammy. It's
that's it.
moist.
Moist is a word that does not make me uncomfortable, and there's another word that I can't even say on here because I'll start giggling too much. But it's I can't even think of it, dude. It's so stupid too. I hate it so much, dude. I can't even say it, bro.
Yes. What
whatever.
is it? You're just
I can't.
laughing
I'll
at
just
this
text it to the
mystery
group right
word.
now, dude, because y'all are gonna start saying it, and I'm gonna start laughing a bunch, and I'm not gonna be able to stop.
You're
Well,
just
at this
gonna
point,
type
you're
it.
already
Five-year-old
you're
says.
laughing thinking about it. So might as well just say it.
He's not gonna be able to type it either.
No, dude, even typing is so stupid, dude. It's the dumbest word in the
Just say
English.
it.
I'm not gonna. I'm not because I don't want to say it. It's a weird word. It
jeez.
bothers me.
Why?
Why?
That word makes me so angry. I don't know why, dude. It's the stupidest word that I've ever heard in my entire life.
We're just not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Anyone watching, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Just think of a 5-year-old, and you'll probably come up with it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh
I
man,
was
dude,
gonna I was gonna bust into the shop one day and just yell it and
dude, I will drop whatever's in my hand probably. Dude, that's funny, bro.
Great.
Anyways,
Well, what
What
else?
just happened?
What did you watch this week, Randy?
me?
Yeah.
I watched that movie Cloud.
Yeah,
That was
tell us about
I
Cloud.
thought it was awesome. I missed like 10 minutes of it because I fell asleep by accident, but like I sat back up, was like, oh, and I rewound it a little bit. So I think I missed probably like 10 minutes. So I need to go back and see if I missed anything really important. But it was a weird movie, But I think the reason that I liked it is because it touched on a subject that I'm very familiar with.
I
Like
thought
that,
about you when I watched it.
yeah, like
Don't
that
tell me,
guy,
don't
like
tell me.
what he does, I was like, holy shit, this movie's about me. I gotta watch this. So I watched it, and it's not about me, but that guy's a lot more.
It's a very extreme version of you, but
Yeah, he's also more like kind of dirtbaggy than I am.
yeah.
I'm very transparent with my business. You tell me what you want, I'll tell you if I got it. If I'll tell you what I paid for something so you can understand my price. Like I did a whole video on this the other day about record store day and like just pricing. I show people like my invoices. I'm not hiding nothing from anybody, but I am a reseller and I don't care about flippers. Like they don't bother me. You
Mm.
get out there and get your money, bro. Like all these people whining about that shit make me so angry because it's so dumb. Like it's just stuff, dude. You don't even need it. You just want it. Like
Yeah. It was about
it,
a dude. It was about a dude that like just buys like big bulk things of a bunch of stuff
he's a
Reseller.
reseller.
and then just it just flips them and
Yeah.
resells them.
Okay.
So he just flips it, goes online and resells them, and he's a little scummy about it, but he eventually just pisses off enough people, and he gets this little
Don't tell
mob
me, don't tell me.
after him.
I want to watch it. You're gonna tell me the whole damn thing.
That's it. No, that's the
That's
that's as
the
far as I was gonna
synopsis.
go.
That's the synopsis. But like I thought it was great. I'm gonna watch it again probably. I may even try to buy a copy of it if it becomes available. I don't know
Chris, you
what
didn't like it much.
it, I was severely let down by it. I
man.
don't know if I was expecting something more Kiyoshi Kurosawa, like I mean, it was a thriller, I guess, but it was just kind of,
He's kind
I
of
don't
let
know.
you down a few times, I think. There's been a
Yeah.
couple movies that I've been really excited about, and you were like, eh, didn't
Well,
get it.
okay, so is there multiple Kurosawas? I don't, dude, I'm not versed
Well,
Yes.
in
there's
Japanese.
Akira
Okay, that's what I thought.
Kurosawa.
So there's
Yeah.
like the older one that did all the like the samurai stuff, and then this is a completely different guy, right?
Different guy.
Yeah.
Different guy.
Okay, I no no
The
no,
guy
that's
did
what I thought.
Pulse.
I was pretty sure, but I was like, I don't know that I'm right about that, but I was like, I'm pretty sure it doesn't feel like the same filmmaker, and I
Yeah,
don't
this
know if
one
that guy's
did.
even alive anymore, is he?
No.
No.
No, okay, I didn't think so. I'm just
No,
not versed in Japanese stuff, so my apologies. But
yeah, this one did Cure, Pulse. There's
yeah, Pulse
two
is
like big
amazing,
ones. Yeah, those are great movies. So I don't
Mhm.
know if I was just expecting something a little more. I mean, I know I wasn't expecting something like horror-ish, but it just felt very goofy to me.
dude.
Um,
I think I
all the
just watched the trailer and was like in because the trailer I didn't even consider none of that stuff you're thinking of. I didn't think about the other movies, and I saw it say like from the guy that made Cure and Pulse, and I was
yeah,
like, oh, cool, whatever. And I just thought the premise seemed so cool that I wanted to watch
Hmm.
it. And the characters are so they are very weird, and they are kind of goofy, and there's stuff I just think maybe it is up my alley and not quite yours. But I was a little sad that you didn't like it because I didn't realize it was something we'd even talked about before because my movie
yeah.
was so bad.
I thought the plot was just kind of
It did
weird
kind of
too
meander
at times.
along.
Like it, yeah, it kind of just jumped back and forth, and it was a little long, so I don't know. It didn't really suck me in that much, but I think I even said it in my review. It was the characters mainly were all just, there's just one guy that's pretty cool. But everybody else is just kind of a,
I see. I thought he was so cool that it kind of redeemed the movie. That I was like, oh,
yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
dope because I saw it coming. But then when it
yeah,
actually, comes to fruition, I'm like, cool.
yeah, yeah. I thought the same thing, but I don't know. I didn't buy the big mob chasing him, and I don't
Dude,
know.
stop talking about it. That's all I'm trying to be vague.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more to it than that. That's not really a spoiler.
Anyways, I watched The Black Phone 2 again today.
Mhm.
I really liked that movie. Like, I really
Awesome.
liked it. I'm kind of shocked that I liked it that much.
I'm shocked that you like it that much too. I mean, I
Dude,
haven't
it's
seen it
like
yet, but
you
the
haven't
fact
seen
that
it yet?
I have not, but
I'm curious to your thoughts because it basically I figured out what it reminds me of. It's like Nightmare on Elm Street and
mm,
Seven mixed together. If you
okay.
mix those two movies, you get this. Now, it's not as good as Seven, but I think it's as good or better than any Nightmare on Elm Street movie that I've watched. Freddy's a much more iconic character, so there's that you have to contend with. But like this movie, the way it was made and the stuff that they're going through and the things they're doing. Now, there is some stuff that I need to wait till you watch it to talk about with you. But like, yeah, man, and it's not
I
perfect.
like the
There's things
grabber.
about it I don't like, but you know.
I think the grabber's on the up and up, but he's catching up to Freddy. He could make it happen.
Oh, dude, if they make a couple more of these, I would much rather watch this series. But I think it might just be because I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street a million times, but I still love those movies.
Yeah.
But like, I really was. I wasn't sure. I was like on my way to the theater. I was like, man, should I have gone and watched Begonia again? I think I might have should have done that. I was like, damn it. And then I pulled up and then I walked in and it was just me. And I was like, okay, I can handle this. And then as soon as the first trailer started, it was like a, I don't know, thriller trailer or something. And I was like, all right, I'm back in the mood for this movie now. And then I was like, we'll see how I feel about it by the end. And by the end of the movie, dude, I was like, hell yeah, dude, that movie was rad. It was so good, man. Way better than the first one to me. And, and I've grown to like the first one quite a bit. But I thought it's leaps and like way better than the first one. But whatever. I mean, people like what they like. But,
I
there's a,
liked it too. I thought it was pretty okay. I'm rooting for Ethan Hawke. I like the guy. I think he's pretty cool. I think it's got a unique approach to horror that, is interesting. There's some semi-spiritual stuff in it that I like too. It's a good movie. I think it's pretty cool. I wouldn't say it blew me away. I was kind of like, yeah, but
it
it's
didn't
good.
blow me away. I just thought it was made well. And it
Yeah,
reminded
it's
me
a
of
good
stuff
one.
that I already love, kind of. That's the thing is if it had been the same quality but didn't have the stuff that was like familiar to me, I might not have liked it as much. But since it had a pretty reasonable quality, and then it also reminded me of two properties I really like, it was like all that stuff makes me, it's a pretty good movie. I don't think it's any better than maybe a 4 star. I wouldn't call it some crazy 4.5, 5 star movie, but I do think it warrants a pretty high grade.
Hmm.
No, yeah, I need
Yeah.
to watch it. I'll watch it at some point.
Oh, you haven't watched it
Yeah.
either? Damn, I'm glad I didn't say anything crazy. I thought you had seen it already. Yeah, I'm
Uh,
still want to watch Begonia again too.
yeah, I'll probably buy that
I've
one.
been digging into that Sato catalog some, that
Mhm.
Vinegar Syndrome. It's pretty okay. I watched Silence the other day. It was pretty good. I watched The Descent. It's
Ooh, how'd
pretty
you think? What'd you
good.
think?
I love that movie, man. I mean, I think The
Yes.
Descent is probably one of my top maybe three horror movies. I would say it's gone in and out of number
Wow.
one spot for me a couple times.
Dude,
Yeah,
I love that
It's just
movie.
badass. Yeah.
I hadn't seen that since it came out either.
Dude, we should do a screening of that at one of y'all's houses at Josh's place if he's got the time.
We
That would be a
talked about
really
it.
great projector movie.
I'm
Yeah, we talked about it, but
Yeah, we did
didn't.
actually.
There's a good 20 minutes in there where I just could not sit still. It was just making me so anxious. And I was
Oh,
like, dude,
for
I've
sure.
seen this movie a shitload of times and it still gets me every time. So I
100% agree with that.
Still never seen it.
Yep, I need to watch it.
I just pulled out Cannibal Holocaust to watch, and
oh,
then I got
Lovely.
Cannibal Christmas Bloody Christmas is coming up on the watch list. There's a few things. Krista wants to watch this movie called Polar. Have you ever seen that? It's got Mickelson in it. Mads
Heard about it, but I've
Mikkelsen.
never seen it.
yeah,
I've
I
never
think I
seen that.
watched it. It was okay.
I thought
I
it's
like
a fun,
Mads.
violent movie.
Yeah, he does some cool violent stuff.
I
And
like
then we're watching
Mads.
the Bourne flicks.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So when I was watching Cloud,
Hmm.
Parker sat in here with me, and he was like watching his tablet or whatever. And I was like, hey, when your tablet turns off, because it's on a timer, you only get so much time a day. And I was like, when it turns off, like you have
That's
to go
what
to
I do.
bed. And he was like, okay, go figure 20 minutes into this movie, it turns off. And I'm like, yeah, I told you started watching it late, so you thought you had all night, but you didn't. You only had like an hour. And it's like, I mean, it's pretty late already. It's like 12:30, right? And I'm like, all right, you need to go to bed. And he's like, well, can I watch this movie with you? And my thought process was like, sure, whatever. It's in Japanese, dude. You're gonna fall right asleep. Dude, explain to me why this kid sits right next to me, and as they're talking, he's repeating the Japanese words that they're saying, and then
Ah,
saying, "Can you read that to me?" What are they
ah.
saying? For like 40 minutes, I was just amazed. I was like, well, they're saying this. And I would read it to him and I go, okay, so do you know what's happening? He goes, yeah, this guy's doing that and that guy's doing this. And I'm like, this is insane. And dude, it blew my mind. And then, I mean, he ultimately fell asleep in my lap a few minutes after that. But like, dude, for a solid half of that movie, he sat there and repeated Japanese sentences fairly well and then asked me what it meant. I was just flabbergasted. I just sat here and was like, this was last night, bro. I was just
Wow.
sitting. I was like, "What is going on, with my kid, dude? Are you a cyborg? What are we doing?"
How many times did y'all watch Godzilla -1?
Oh my goodness, dude. I'm
Uh,
still having to tell him I can't watch it again, dude. I watched it probably 6 times within a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then I watched it another couple since then, dude. He's watched that movie at least 8 or 9 times.
wow.
What
That's
about
like his favorite
Shin
movie.
Godzilla? What about Shin Godzilla? I read that was like the number one selling DVD of October or
Not
something.
as good.
Yeah, no,
Not as
dude, Shin
good.
Godzilla is Yeah, that one was a talk about letting you down. That movie let me down. I thought it was going to be something awesome,
Bummer.
and I watched it. I was like, I'd rather just watch the original.
So Shin Godzilla is more about like the politics of Japan. So it's a lot of just like them arguing
Exactly.
about what to do about Godzilla. And there's not actually a lot of Godzilla in it. I enjoy like I didn't like it the first time I watched it, and I rewatched it about a year. I think I watched it after Godzilla minus one. And I liked it better, but yeah, it's very different than Godzilla minus one, and
Very different.
Godzilla minus one's a lot better.
Josh, you have time to watch anything this week, man? You've been busy, busy, dude.
Yeah, I watched a couple of things. Well, I think we most of us watched Frankenstein,
Yep.
which I don't know. I think I have to rewatch that. I was really tired when I watched it, and I was just like really bored.
Okay. Okay, good. So I watched like half of it and then I turned it off. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm not a Del Toro guy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch it with Carissa because she's gonna think it's amazing and she's gonna think it's beautiful. So I'll rewatch it and I'll
So
just, you know,
I watched it with Tori and with Natalie.
oh shit.
Both of them loved it,
Okay.
and I was just like, that was pretty mad. And then Tori was like, "Of course, the movie I like, you think is,
That's how Carissa talks
snooty
to me
about." And I'm
too.
like, I'm sorry. I just thought it was like okay, but I was really tired. I might have like dozed off once or twice too, so I probably do need to give it another shot. I think Victorian stuff is just not really my jam,
I
and
agree with that too.
and yeah, it's just it's very faithful. I think so. It's beautiful and everything. I do like Del Toro, and I was actually excited to watch it, and I just like I could never click into it, but it deserves another chance.
That's almost
Yeah.
exactly how I felt about it. I think it deserves another chance. What, Clay, did you watch it and like it?
I loved it. I thought it was
Oh
amazing. I
shit.
thought, yeah, I was damn near gonna give it 5 stars, but I was like, settle down, like watch it again. I love Victorian stuff. I love all the sad, shadowy, cold, lonely shit. Like you get me on that note, I'm like, oh yeah, this is my jam.
That actually
It
tracks,
was
dude. That
it
makes
was
sense.
good. It was awesome. I
Yeah,
loved it.
Chris is gonna love this movie. I might end up liking it better when I watch it with her.
Yeah,
Whenever she
Chris
has
is
a
gonna
good
like it.
time, I typically have a better time, even if I don't like the movie, just because she's happy. I enjoy watching her have a good time. I'm more interested in that Bride movie that looks super weird and kind of bad, but amazing
Oh,
at the same time.
Bride of Frankenstein, I think.
Whatever Christian Bale's doing in that movie has got me.
Yeah,
I'm ready to go, dude. Let's watch that
I'm
shit.
interested in that. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. I was expecting you to like hate the CGI and Frankenstein because I think
Who,
that
me?
yeah, because I think it sticks out. To me, it
Well,
sticks out a lot.
I
Does.
very barely remember watching any of it because I was checked out almost immediately after the first. I don't want to say nothing about it, but like after who's have we all watched it?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
so after the first like the boat part, I was so bored within like 5 minutes. Like the boat part had me. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I was kind of trying to get into it, and then whenever it like I guess it jumps back when it
Mm-hmm.
jumps back in time,
yeah.
I was just like, okay, cool. And I was trying to like, and he starts talking in like that classroom or whatever. I did what like basically what Jeff said. I was real tired. I think I should have never turned it on. I should have just waited. And I was trying to see if I thought Carissa might like it because sometimes she's like, "Well, do you think I'll like it?" And some I have to watch some of these movies before she'll watch them. And I should have never even questioned this one. I should have just said, "Hey, let's go watch this," and done it like this week or something when I have a little more time. But whatever, man. I'm gonna watch it again. I want to support what he's doing because he's a filmmaker that while I don't like everything that he's done, I like him and I like what he stands for. And I
Yeah,
want to. Did you hear about what he said after making this, Josh?
I did. Yeah. So he said he's like done with monster stuff, and he's thinking
Finally.
Yeah.
about, and he's thinking about totally changing up his style and like making a 70s like gritty thriller.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm
Damn.
like,
Okay.
what? I almost
Oh,
like jizzed all over myself. I was like so excited.
Dude,
Yeah.
that had me. I was like, I heard that and I had to like re-listen to it because it was on like a YouTube short. And
Yeah,
I was
that's what I
like,
saw
what?
too. Yeah.
And then I was like, this is crazy. I was so hyped when I heard that because that's way more our speed. It's
Yeah,
more your speed than anybody's, but like that's definitely something I'm interested in watching.
yeah, I'm down for that. I mean, yeah, he's done the monsters enough because like I tell you, like I need to rewatch it again because I wasn't crazy about it. I think my problem I listen to the podcast that Josh recommends all the time, and was it The Big Picture?
Yeah.
And they absolutely trashed it.
Hmm.
Like, and I was listening to it, and I had to turn it off because I was like, okay, they're trashing this to the point where I'm gonna watch this movie and not like it
It's gonna poison your.
and I think it
Yeah.
did a little bit.
Mhm.
Because I agree with some of their points, and I think they were being a little too mean on it at
I
some
agree.
points. Um, like I think there's just some like style choices that I don't necessarily agree with that Del Toro made, but I think it's well made and well done for what he was trying to do. So I think if I watch it again, I'll enjoy it a little bit more.
I want to see if Charlie or Parker might want to watch that one because it didn't seem like it was too much for them. Maybe Parker might not like it. Charlie might be interested in it. She
Yeah.
likes pretty
It's
stuff.
fairly close to the source material. Like my son has apparently read the book a few times,
Mm.
Mm.
and they change a few of the plot dynamics, like major stuff, but for the most part, it's pretty true to the story. So he liked it. I mean, I watched it with my two kids. Or they're not kids anymore, but but they both liked it. They both
Yeah.
said it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my brothers texted me like a week ago. He went and saw it in the theater where
Oh shit!
he's in Hawaii, and
I
he
would
texted
love
me
that.
and said that he really liked it before I had even seen
Oh
it.
yeah.
So people are liking it.
Yeah.
I just it's surprising to me how much how like I don't think it looks like it's well designed and like the sets and everything looks good, but I don't think the cinematography looks that good. Like it has this or like the color grading or something like there's something off about the way that it looks to me.
I thought the same thing. It looked too bright.
Yeah,
Like there was bright stuff where I was like, that's surprising. It's bright in this. I don't know, but I didn't watch but maybe half of it. So
it just looked yeah, it looked odd to me. Like and the CG and stuff like really stuck out. It looks too much like a Netflix movie,
Yeah.
see,
honestly.
that's the
Like
problem with
I mean,
Netflix
it
movies.
is. That's the
I
way everything looks.
Yeah.
it's not
It looks
though.
too,
It's not.
It's getting that way, I
but
feel like. I mean,
it's the news style. Like there's no film grain. I mean, I'm assuming this was shot in digital. Like
Um,
there's absolutely zero film grain. It's like it's way too clean. And like you said, the colors are a little too overly saturated. So it doesn't look real.
I do think like Netflix must impose like certain rules on people. Like, yeah, we're gonna give you like whatever 120 million dollars, make your Frankenstein movie, but you gotta
we
frame
get the
it.
final review. Yeah,
You
something
gotta
like
frame it this way. It's gotta have like this brightness or something so that people can. It looks good when
Watch it on
people
their
watch it on their
phones.
phones.
That's
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly what
Yep.
I
it's
was
a
going to
four
say.
syllable
It's
word.
yeah,
made for a small screen, not a giant one. So
yeah.
watching it on like the projector probably makes all the little tiny things that you wouldn't like very, very obvious and big.
Yeah, yeah, honestly didn't impress me. I specifically watched it on that and I was just like,
I
okay.
mean, I think Crimson Peak had a similar vibe. It was sort of CGI'd and sort of
That's
fantastical
the
to that
other one.
regard.
That's probably the bottom of my Del Toro list. I
Yeah, that
don't
I
movie's
like
do.
that.
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. I do think it's a lot better than Crimson Peak.
It's a low bar.
Yeah, it's like it's right around. Yeah, I gotta watch it again. I'll save that, but it's low for me. Like I really like Del Toro a lot, and like Nightmare Alley looks amazing. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
movie.
Yo, that I forgot about that one. That movie
That's the
was
last one he
awesome.
made. That's such a
That
good
movie was
movie.
badass.
People are making like good looking movies. Like it's not like
That was so good that I bought the original one.
yeah,
Like
that's
I was like, dude, this movie's so good. I want to watch the one that's black and white and just doesn't sound as good, doesn't look as good, but I want to see what this guy was all about. And it's like, honestly,
that's
it's really good too.
that's a good movie too. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I watched
really
it too.
solid movie.
Dude,
Yeah,
Nightmare Alley in black and white at the theater was amazing.
they Criterion put that out.
No
They
shit.
they just recently,
In
like a few
black and
months
white.
ago, they did a whole box set that has both versions on it. Yeah,
Ooh, I kind of want
I
that.
need to buy it because I haven't seen the black and white. Get out of here.
Yeah, there's a very few
That
times
sounds
where I got to go
cool.
to the theater and like just catch something cool like that. I was real happy with it. That was one of them. My also watching Alien 1 40th anniversary by myself at Alamo Draft House.
Mm.
was one of the coolest experiences of theater I've ever gotten to watch. I don't a movie it pops up in my head anytime I talk about like good experiences in the theater. That exact moment pops up all the time because it was, man. I think I may have
Like
known
Don
Clay by
John.
then. Do what?
It's like that movie Don John.
I'm sorry. That's gonna be a running joke
Pops.
now, sir.
Oh no, dude, that's
Sorry.
I'm buying that steel book as soon as we get done here.
Sorry.
I bet it looked great on 4K.
Dude, Don John, I gotta watch that shit tonight.
Oh man.
That was awesome.
So the only other things I watched this week was I watched Eddington finally.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Loved that movie. Like, and I think I got to the end of it and I was like, oh, that was really good. And I thought about it for like 2 days straight. I couldn't get it out of my head, and it just like got better and better. I'm gonna watch that again very soon. And
Should I watch that or no?
yeah.
I think you should watch it. I
Okay.
think so. I know Ari Aster is not your guy, and I don't
At
think
all.
you're going to love the movie, but I think there's a lot of things in it
Man, the
that
people in it are so good though. It's like I kind of want to
yeah,
watch it
Yeah.
just because of that.
there's a lot of stuff in it that I think you'll will at
Two,
least be
maybe.
interested in. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a lot of it's got a lot going on. It's got a
Yeah.
lot going on.
It's less. I mean, it's not as weird as Beau's Afraid for sure,
Oh,
and
God, that movie
even
sucks.
Midsummer. It's a lot more straightforward. And there's, I mean, there's some, it's, I would say it's a black comedy, I guess. There's
It
funny
Yeah,
moments,
I
but
know you just rewatched Hereditary and you turned around on it, right?
Yeah.
Black
So
comedy.
it is like it's about the time that we're living in right now.
Oh,
And
jeez.
so it's not
it's
it's
a bit
not
infuriating at times. But
it is,
Okay.
but it's like but it's him like this is the world we're living in. No one's paying attention to it. Like it's kind of like a screed against.
Every day of my life, I look at the internet and just shake my head and go, "You guys don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah.
It is weird on both sides. Let me be very clear about this. There's idiots all over the place in all walks of life, and I feel like I'm surrounded by them. I come on here to talk to you guys because it's my safe space.
Right. Right. It's an infuriating movie in many ways. But it's really good, and I think it's worth watching. I think it's a movie we're gonna look back on and be like, oh shit, we should have appreciated
yeah,
this
that was a
more.
weird
Should have
time.
heeded the warning.
Yeah.
Hey Clay, did you ever watch Midsummer again? I remember I thought it was you that mentioned it
I think
recently.
it's
Josh.
I
Oh, it was Josh.
rewatched
I'm
that as
sorry.
well. Yeah. So after I watched Eddington, I'd been wanting to rewatch that. I actually almost picked that for the podcast last week. And I just kind of on a whim just picked
Yeah, I'm actually
Panic
kind of
Room.
itching to rewatch Midsummer, but I remember the very beginning of it is hard for me to watch, and that's what made me not like it the first time I watched it. And so I rewatched it and really enjoyed it. And I'm like, okay, I've only seen it those two times. I want to wait and watch it when I'm in the mood. But I've been after the Hereditary thing. I'm like, okay, I need to rewatch Midsummer then because I liked that one the second time I watched it. So I don't think I'm going to go into it like having to like it. I just want to make sure that I still like it when I watch it.
Right. Right. I remember you liking that one better for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah. I
think it's
watched
really
it
good.
at my house in the old first house I lived in after the flood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was laying in bed watching. I remember that very clearly because it was like my life was finally getting back together a little bit. It was nice.
Wow. Yeah. That's a fantastic movie, I think, too. Like, might be on the bottom of my Ari Aster list, but I still think it's like 4.5 star movie. Like, it's
Yeah.
a great
That's
movie.
that's a bold statement, powerful statement.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So okay, I feel like I should know the answer to this. You liked Beau's Afraid a lot?
Yeah, I love that
Okay.
movie. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever be able to rewatch that one. It's very long, isn't it? It wasn't like 3 hours and
It's
change.
3 hours.
It's pretty long.
It's
Yeah.
like on the dot 3 hours, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that movie is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a straight up comedy to me.
I'm trying to get Carissa to watch the Sandler movie where he's the diamond guy.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut
yeah.
Gems. I've had this 4K for like 2 years, and I've been waiting to watch it with her because I don't think I can watch it more than one more time for a while. And I was like, I don't want to burn that one watch by myself. I want to watch it with her. And because that movie gives me incredible anxiety. Like,
It's supposed to, yeah.
yes. But I feel like it's how I run my life, kind of like just, I'm not gambling, but I'm high strung all the time. And I think that's,
Yeah, I remember us talking about that movie after we both saw it, and like the sound in that movie is infuriating. Like all of the overlapping dialogue and all the noise and stuff. It's like so chaotic that
oh, dude, Clay, do you hate that movie with every part of your body?
Which one? What was afraid?
Uncut
No, no, no.
Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Oh
Adam
no, I
Sandler.
love that movie. I think it's amazing.
Really? Okay, I'm a
Yeah, I
little
think
surprised.
I like the hustle, like
Okay,
the
okay, that
wheeling and
makes sense.
dealing and the I that's what I hopefully I don't sound like a douche or anything. That's what I think is interesting about you is you sort of operate that way where you're
Mhm.
just like making a deal, making a deal, making a deal, making a rack, making a deal, making a deal. And it's like, damn, that's like, I don't know, man, that life
Thriving
that
in the
way,
chaos.
it's
Yeah.
just interesting to me because you can just bang, 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 transaction, transaction, move, move, move. Like I don't know, it's that kind of movie. I love it, man. It's
That's
Yeah.
probably
just
why I identify with it.
capitalism.
It does
It's
feel very
just
familiar. If I lived in New York, dude, if I could get my hands on enough money to be in like the Diamond District, all those guys you see on those
oh
YouTube
shit.
shorts, I could do that no problem, bro. I could wheel and deal with those
I
guys.
I 100% believe that.
I would be out there making just buku money, but I don't really live like that anyways. I don't really want to be like that. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
want to
not
have
an
that much money in my life. But like,
extravagant kind of guy. Yeah.
yeah. But
I think you
like,
can do it. We should
I
hook you up with
love
some diamond dealers and just
Dude,
cut
help
you
me find
loose.
some vinyl dealers, bro. I need to get records in my store. I would love to go get a loan. I've got people trying to give me money and I can't even take it because I don't even know where to get the freaking product from. But
Mm.
like, I'm so busy now. It's unbelievable, dude. Like, if I told you like what this past weekend was like, y'all would all be floored, dude. It blew my mind when I did my numbers at the end of the weekend. And because dude, it was just not, dude. And like, we need it right now because I'm the only one working, right? And
Yeah,
she hasn't
yeah.
gotten unemployment yet. Things are right now. But this weekend was like a very comforting weekend because I did pretty well. I'm going to LA in like what 11 days, so like just everything is stressing me out. But this weekend just came in and just I couldn't believe it, dude.
That's
I went
awesome.
out on Friday and like I had a guy come in and had this big stack of records, and I gave him like a fantastic price, and then he didn't buy them. He's like, I'll be back tomorrow with some cash, and I was like, oh man, because it was like hundreds of dollars, and you know they never come back, right? They'd never come back
Right.
ever, right, dude. I was at work at like 12:15 the next day. By 12:40, that dude was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" I was like, "Oh shit, you came." I said it right to his face. I was like, "Oh, you came back." And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I brought cash." And I was like, "Well, you're getting a discount then, man. Here you go." And he bought a big giant stack of records off me.
Very
And then
cool.
I had some good fortune. Everything kind of broke my way this weekend. It was nice.
That's
But
good to
Awesome.
hear, man. Glad to hear
yeah,
that.
I needed that shit bad, bro. Like I was stressing out, bro. But everything else is going great. I feel awesome. I'm like wearing medium t-shirts. This is a large, dude. Look how big this shit is on me. This is ridiculous, bro. I feel fucking awesome. But like
That's awesome.
other things are bad. But if you feel all right, you'll be all right.
Good deal, man. Glad to hear
Hell yeah.
it. Chris, did you have anything you watched this week?
I had one. I want one more. I watched Cat People.
Jeez Louise.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, the
yeah.
Schrader one, right?
That movie was awesome. I mean, it's kind of it's kind of bad,
Oh, it's
but
kind of something.
it's awesome. I mean, like part of it was all the New Orleans stuff. I mean, it gets deep into
Yeah.
just the New Orleans setting. So, I mean, I'm gonna love it for
Yeah, I can I
that.
can
Got
I can dig that for you.
it's got
That's cool.
Natasha Kinski too. She's
Yeah,
pretty
Mhm.
hot.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Malcolm
she
McDowell,
she
my
gets
man.
all
Got a
tied
lot
up in
of
that
got a
movie.
lot of her in it.
Yeah.
Um,
Malcolm
yeah, yeah, it
McDowell,
was
dude.
awesome. Was that? Yeah, like I wish maybe the plot was a little more like fleshed out but
Yeah,
it
that's
it
cool.
was it was still awesome. I need to buy it at some point.
There's some
I,
cool, like a little bit of like body horror, like
Yeah,
effects, right?
yeah,
I've seen it once. It's been a
I saw that
while.
a
yeah.
long time ago too. You kind of made me want to rewatch a little bit. But I
There's a
forgot
few.
that Sydney Sweeney boxing movie. I watched that.
Oh, you watched that?
Did
Did
you
you?
Hell
really?
no, I didn't watch that garbage, dude. What are we talking about, bro?
I'll say nobody
I didn't
watched.
watch that shit,
Yeah.
dude.
Well,
I had to like make myself say I watched it. I didn't. No, dude. Fuck
yeah, you can
no.
barely get that out of your mouth.
Yeah, dude, that shit
I'm
was.
ready to watch the boxing. Let's
Dude,
do it.
I do want to see The Housemaid though. That book had me so twisted up. I was like, what? That I just hope the movie does what the book does. And that's why I want to watch it. I want to see if it actually does it. If the movie does what the book does, I'm gonna buy that for sure. Like I've already got the another book in the series because it was so good. Like
Okay.
and it's like a book I think geared for women really. It's not really meant for men to be like super into, but it's a good story.
Housemate?
Housemaid, I think is what it's called.
There's like
Housemaid.
a lot of movies called The Housemaid.
Oh,
But
well, it's this year and it's got Sydney Sweeney in it. So
yeah,
that's why I'm watching it.
Oh, that's the one we're talking
erotic
about.
thriller thing. It looks
Yeah.
it looks
Paul
all right.
Feig.
I'll check it out.
Do you know who the author
Yeah.
V.C. Andrews is by any chance?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I think it might be a lady based on the titles of the books.
Them.
The reason that I ask is
I've heard of
because
they.
do what?
I
You
said
said
I heard of them. I've heard of they.
oh, anyways,
Must be non-specific.
the reason I think I like those kind of movies and books is because when I was a young kid, I would get grounded all the time, right? And all I could have was books. And I remember one weekend, my mom was like, "Hey, he's grounded," when I was going to my dad's house, and he typically never enforced that. So I was expecting to just go over there and do whatever I wanted. But for whatever reason, he was like, "No, go to your room and bring me your VCR. You can't." And we didn't have cable, so all I had was a VCR in there, and I think a Nintendo. He took both of them and let me have the TV that didn't work, and I think a radio, and he took my CDs from me. So I had a radio, which, and then I had um, I think I had a Bible and then like coloring books, like whatever was just in my kid's room at my dad's house.
This
And so,
explains it all here.
well, no, I was like, Dad, give me something to read. And he had these like little dime store Western books, but he only had like two of them. But he had like a stack of V.C. Andrews like erotic mystery books. And I don't know what he was thinking, but he gave those to me. And I read through the Westerns in like a couple of hours because they're real small. I mean, they're smaller than the
Yeah.
Outsiders. They're real short. And so I started reading those and I got hooked on those books, bro. Like as like a 13-year-old kid, I'm like reading this stuff that I had no business reading. A good 10% of it I had no idea what they were meaning with the words they were using. But the
That's
books were
fine.
engaging. They're fast paced, they're real twisty and turny. But I think that's got to be why I like this shit because I love those movies. I watch them all the time. I read the books. I read shit that like Karen Slaughter books. Like it's ridiculous. But
Hmm.
it's entertainment, right?
I love a good thriller.
Yeah.
Like Panic Room.
Yeah. Thank God, people.
Damn it!
All right. Well,
Awesome.
we'll wrap it up there, guys. Children of Men next week.